Hi everybody, before we get started with the readings, just a quick update. We are now at 47% for my Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program. Thank you all so much for all of your support, especially over the holiday season when everything gets stretched a little extra tight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now on to the readings. Hello there, Aquarius. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of December 26th through January 1st. Happy New Year, everybody! All right, so Aquarius, what do we have for you on Monday? The Nine of Swords is showing up in reverse, which is just telling me that there was some kind of situation that had been really causing you a lot of stress, and you have found a way to make peace with this situation. So it's not stressing you out anymore. So this is something has either happened with the situation, so it's just not as stressful to you as it was, or else you've done some kind of spiritual or emotional healing so that you have found a way to make peace with the situation. Now on Tuesday, what we have coming up for you, Aquarius, is we do have the King of Swords showing up in reverse. And the King of Swords coming up in reverse is just telling me that, sorry, I'm hearing some kind of weird tone around me. All right, so the King of Swords in reverse is basically just telling me that you're having a little bit of a hard time with your emotions on Tuesday, Aquarius. You generally try to look at things from a logical point of view, and it feels to me like on Tuesday, you're having a hard time with that what seems logical to you doesn't really necessarily line up with how you feel, and how you feel is strong enough to interfere with your decision making on just the logical basis. Because a lot of you air signs, you try to make decisions that are just strictly based on logic. Does this make sense? And then that's what you move forward with. But it looks like your heart's kind of interfering with that process this time. Your emotions are kind of interfering. Like what makes sense may not be necessarily what your heart wants. And so you've got this little bit of a kind of a log jam here that's kind of messing you up a little bit. And I think it's also, besides making it harder for you to make this decision, I think you're feeling kind of grumpy. You're feeling kind of frustrated because you're having a hard time making this decision. You're usually very quick and decisive. So to have a hard time making a decision is a very uncomfortable place for you to be. And I think it is affecting how you feel emotionally until you get this decision taken care of. Let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday. Here you have the Three of Coins. This is you collaborating with somebody else on Wednesday. This can be a work situation. This can be about a hobby or, something that you do on the side. Or this can be something that's totally personal that you're collaborating with somebody else on. But some type of collaboration coming in for you on Wednesday. Thursday we do have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is telling me that you're feeling very happy and fulfilled on Thursday. This is also because it's a 10, it's the end of a cycle. So you may be taking a relationship from one level to another level. So maybe if you know somebody that you've just kind of been bumping into regularly, and then you're starting to realize, you know what, I think I would like to get to know that person more and not just see them when we happen to bump into each other. And you and this other person, set a date to, do something together. That would be taking a friendship to the next level. I mean, it's not really even a friendship at the point you're just bumping into each other, but that's taking a relationship to the next level. Now, this can also apply in a romantic relationship as well. This can be, we've been going exclusive, now we want to move in or get engaged. This can even be getting married, but this is, the end of one phase of a relationship to the next of another, to the beginning of the next phase of a relationship for those of you that this is applying to relationships. Now, if it's not relationships, I still think that we're still looking at the end of a phase. So maybe you've been working on a project or a hobby, and now you've reached a certain goal or a certain standard or marking point somehow with this, and now you're taking it to the next level. Maybe you've been studying the guitar, and maybe you started out with Maybe you started out just studying something that is very simple things to play, and now you're moving on to the next level of advancement. Maybe you're learning how to combine different chords or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that much about guitar playing. I probably shouldn't have picked that for an example, but it's something that brings you joy that you're taking to the next level, whether it's a relationship or a hobby or a project or whatever. So, very good card to have come up for you on Thursday. Friday, another good card. You guys have the Page of Clubs showing up, and this is just telling me you're getting some kind of inspiring news or inspiring information coming in. So this is something that maybe you've been waiting to hear this information, and it's kind of a go-ahead for you on something that you've been wanting to take to the next level or move forward with. Or this could be completely new information that kind of gives you that aha moment where you think, I could do such and such, and then that would help me move forward with this bigger project or whatever. So Page of Clubs, just new inspiring information or message coming into you on Friday. So like I said, that's a good card. And then you're the second sign to get this card. I think both of you got it on Saturday. This is the Queen of Swords showing up in reverse, Aquarius. I don't feel like for most of you this is you. I think it might have been Sagittarius that got this as well, but I couldn't swear to it. Anyway, I don't think that this is you for most of you. I mean, there's going to be a few, maybe like 3% that this is you, but for most of you, this is somebody that you're interacting with. And how interesting, it's almost exactly the same meaning as for the other group. Anyway, this is somebody who has been through some kind of tragedy or trauma. She may literally be a widow. She may have just lost a child. There could be, other things that are happening as well. I mean, it could be that she's gone through the end of some kind of relationship, or she's just lost a job or something like that. But this feels really big to me. Whatever this is that she's been through, it feels pretty big. And so this person that you're interacting with, I feel like she's been sort of in the grieving mode or in the blue mode, the sad mode, for a while. And I don't mean to imply that blue or sad is the same as grieving, because it's not. But just saying there's different levels for whoever you're interacting with. Different ones of you will meet this woman. She's going to be in different levels of not feeling very good, put it that way. Recovering from loss. How about that? So anyway, I feel like when you are interacting with her on Saturday, she is coming to a point where she is starting to see little glimmers of light, starting to see little glimmers of hope, starting to be able to smile a little bit, maybe even laugh once in a while. So she's starting to come out of this place of grieving or this place of feeling very sad. She's starting to come out of that. She's starting to come back into a place where she can see the sunlight again. And I feel like that's a big relief to you to see this happening. I feel like Aquarius, you may have been really worried about this person for a while. All right, so then let's look at Sunday. Here what we have showing up is the Strength card in reverse. And the Strength card in reverse is just telling me that if you normally work out on Sunday, you're probably not working out. For those of you that it applies that way. For others of you, this can be more about kind of more of a mental or emotional energy where you are taking the blame for something that you probably didn't have that much to do with to start with. And so you are accusing yourself and sort of kicking yourself in the butt for this thing. But if you step back, whenever this card comes up and it's manifesting that way, if you step back from the situation and really look at, okay, how much influence did I actually have in that situation? What you realize is you're not really the person to blame, because you barely had some influence compared to everybody else. And probably what you did didn't even contribute to the problem. So when this card comes up, it's really a matter of beating yourself up for no darn good reason. All right. And the other way that this can come up is this can be that on Sunday, something that you normally handle pretty well, for whatever reason, you kind of fall on your face a little bit with it. And it's just a temporary thing. Whenever I have this in reverse and it's a fall on your face type thing, it's just a temporary thing. It's not something that you can't recover from, but it's, I think it's kind of unusual for you to fall on your face on this. This is kind of the exception to how things normally work for you in whatever this is. Okay? So Aquarius, that is your week. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. I know that we are right between holidays, but I do still hope to see some of you here for readings, some of you for Reiki sessions. This is a great time for a Reiki session to sort of get your groundedness and centeredness and calmness after all the chaos and craziness of all the Christmas festivities and right before New Year's. So, but if I don't see you for Reiki or for readings, then I'll see you back here on the next video. Everyone have a fantastic week. Peace out. Hello everybody, this is Amista, and I am coming to you today with something completely different than what you've ever seen here before, completely different than what I ever thought I would do. I have been taking Reiki training, and I've gotten level 1 and I've gotten level 2, and I really want to take master training because already I've realized that there are other people out there who need to know how to be um, able to do Reiki for themselves. And I'm not qualified to show them that or to teach them that or to pass that on to them or empower them with that until I become a Reiki master. And so I was looking into a Reiki Master Program, and I meet all the qualifications as far as that goes. I've been accepted into the Master Program, but the last little bit of money is what I need some help with, and I'm hoping that you guys will help me with that. I need to raise another $3,000 to get myself into the program. And so that's where you guys come in. Um, what I'm doing is I am accepting very happily and very thankfully and very gratefully any donations that you may feel like you would want to give. If you don't want to, obviously, then don't. um, but if you do feel like you want to help me to get into this Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program, any help that any of you and all of you send is great. No donation is too small. Um, I just ask that they're over like 35 cents because I think PayPal will take 35 cents of whatever comes in as a fee for collecting payment. But anything other than over 35 cents is no donation is too small. So there's the corrected version of that. Um, and actually, I was looking I have over 7,000 subscribers. If every subscriber donated $1, I would be able to end this request. But so if you would like to donate, I would be extremely thankful. I would appreciate that a lot. Also, I want to do something for you in exchange for donating. So anybody who would donate at all, I would like to offer you 15 minutes of free Reiki distant healing. In other words, I would send you some healing energy where you would not have to come to my house or we would not have to meet in person. Just like I do a lot of my readings by Skype or by phone. I can also send the healing energy without having to be right in front of you. We don't even have to be on the phone or on Skype when I do it, although I will want to touch base with you ahead of time to find out where you would like me to target that energy. If you have any particular thing you want to have worked on energetically, and also to touch base after it's done just to let you know that I have sent the energy in to check in with you, see how you're feeling, that type of thing. Anybody who donates anything more than $50, what I would like to do is send you some Reiki energy. I would send you the same amount of minutes of Reiki energy as you send dollars. So say you donate $50, then I would send you 50 minutes of Reiki energy. Anybody who wants to donate and doesn't want to receive Reiki but knows somebody else that they would like to have the Reiki sent to, feel free to let me know that, and you can gift that Reiki to somebody else, and I will just touch base with them, make sure I have permission to send them that energy, and talk to them about where they would like it targeted and all of that, just like I would if I was sending that to you. So that is what I've got going on, and I really appreciate, like I said, all of the help any of you can send. I know not everybody can send, not everybody will want to send help, but I am hoping that there will be enough to get me into this quickly. Otherwise, I would probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months, a year before I had this kind of money to get myself into there, and I don't want to wait that long. I want to be able to empower people more quickly than that. So what I'm doing is I am in the description section underneath the video. I'm going to send you a link where you can donate, and you can choose whatever amount you want to donate. And I will probably also have that showing in the video as well. So thank you everybody for listening and for giving this some thought, some prayer, some attention. And thank you everybody who actually does donate as well. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Peace.